It says that I'm live. I don't know if I'm live, but what is up, guys? Chase Oliver here, bringing you another video to the channel. So today, I'm just going to do a nice Q&A, testing out the new equipment that I bought. I bought some new equipment. I bought a new camera. I don't know how it looks. It's still new and everything. I'm working around with the system settings. The cool thing is about this one, you can do a cool little thing. So if it doesn't look good, I can just do that. You could just do this too, like move the colors. Now I look all yellow. That looks pretty normal and stuff. But yeah, I can change like the settings and stuff like that. What is up, my friend Jogon Keenan? What is up, Degenerate Sharingan? We're back on the StreamYards too. The reason why I love StreamYards last time is because I noticed that so on my end it would look HD as heck, like it would look really really good. But then on your guys' end, it will get super duper laggy, and I couldn't control it. Like it was annoying to me. So I found a way to do like a camera controller and stuff like that, and that now I have it where it's like it should be a better experience. So hopefully, if there's any issues with the quality, I can be able to change it via the camera controller. So we'll be working with that and everything, man. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream and the quality of the camera and stuff like that. It turns out good. Honest thoughts on Malcolm in the Middle. It's an okay TV show. It's not my favorite 90s sitcom, but it's an okay 90s sitcom. What's up, Benham Hernandez? How you doing today, my friend? But yeah, I know Takeover happened today. It was a good show. I like what I saw. Man, this light, dude. I can't figure out lighting, dude. I'm so terrible when it comes to lighting, man. I'm not a professional on that shit, man. Let me move it this way. Does it look a little bit better? I don't know. I just feel like my face just looks too shiny on one end. It just looks really really bad, man. It just looks weird. WandaVision is amazing. It is a good TV show, WandaVision. I think WandaVision's doing a good job very very well with it. What's up, Jinzo Jector? Oh, my Valentine's Day was great. Didn't really do much, man. I kind of just like me and my lady, we kind of don't like crowded stuff, especially right now. And so we didn't make plans for honestly, we didn't even make reservations because we didn't even know if anything's gonna happen. So we might do something this week instead of doing it on Valentine's Day. And like I said, I'm not a romantic human being, so I'm not really good at it. So best 90s sitcom. Oh man, I'm gonna mess this up, dude. What was in this? I'll say Boy Meets World for me, man. I'll just say Boy Meets World. When will WWE realize Drew McIntyre isn't a guy who can carry the company? When the investors and other places realize that too. I mean, it's not just them wanting to push Drew McIntyre. It's also the other places, like NBC and everything like that. They also want to push, Drew McIntyre as well. So it's not just them. It's also other companies that believe Drew McIntyre is the guy. It's not just WWE. So yeah, that's the one thing that we gotta get straight here. It's not just WWE. It's the people who do believe in Drew McIntyre. So yeah, your room looks yellowy. Yeah, I'm just messing around with the camera effects. Honestly, like I can make it not yellowy. See, I can make it like this, but I'm just trying to make it where the camera looks a little bit decent on the stream itself and stuff like that. So hopefully that kind of fixes the yellowing. Like I said, this is still a work in progress with the new camera. I got a new camera. I got a new microphone. I don't know how it sounded on your guys' end, but for me, it sounds beautiful. Like I feel like I sound so much better now than before. Like I feel like you guys can hear me crystal clear and everything. I don't know. You guys gotta give me your input, man. Yellowy. Thoughts on rumors of the Punisher returning to the MCU? Solid. I mean, I'm not the biggest Punisher. I'm not like you, Jog Unkin. I'm not the biggest Punisher fan. He's not personally my favorite Marvel character, but hey, man, if it pays bills, you got to do it. People really want it. Got to give the people what they want, and the Punisher is a popular character for most people. A lot of people really do love the Punisher character. Can relate to him very, very well. So yeah, the new Q&A screen is rad. Well, this is StreamYard, so it's always been like this when we've done the stream rads, but I'm glad you guys like it and everything. So you guys can kind of see the questions, and people who watch the playback can also see the questions as well, man. It's just another day for me, but glad you and your lady made a wise decision this year. Well, yeah, we got to be smart, man. We're not gonna go ahead and risk our lives just to eat some food. You know what I'm saying? Are you guys allowed to dine in over here? It's between 10 to 25%. Sound is good, by the way. Yeah, we're allowed. So we're not allowed to dine in the restaurant. We're allowed to dine outside the restaurant and enjoy the restaurant food, but we're not allowed to dine in the restaurant. So yeah. How would it affect WWE if AEW gets really big like UFC did in the future? They start pulling big ratings, a million pay-per-view buys, and it tends to go up. It would affect WWE because other companies and other brands will probably look to invest into AEW, and it's not just like TV stations, but sponsors and promoters and stuff that the WWE kind of has over AEW is that they have legit sponsors in Mattel and so on and so forth. Well, it's AEW. A lot of the things they're paying to have these sponsors. You know what I'm saying? They're paying to have that. So that's why it would affect AEW if WWE. That's why it would affect WWE if AEW got up. Is now these sponsors want to go with AEW, and it forced WWE to actually try to compete with us. Compete with them. Thoughts on the Last of Us HBO series, including casting Pedro Pascal playing Joel? Like literally, I could not believe Venom Hernandez when I heard that. Like, The Last of Us is already a movie itself, so why do we need like an actual TV show on it? Pedro Pascal is fine. I like him in what I've seen from him in Game of Thrones and Mandalorian. So, or the Mandalorian, sorry. So he's fine, but it's not like the most must see thing for me. Jorge's a lucky boy, man. Yeah, to get his ass kicked. What's up, Critical? How you doing, my friend? Hotter actress, Elizabeth Olsen or Brie Larson? Oh, Elizabeth Olsen, any day of the week. Brie Larson, she's all right, but Elizabeth Olsen, yeah, she's like if Mary Kate and actually got their shit together. While I think Drew is a main eventer, he isn't the main eventer. Kind of like he's more of a Kevin Nash than the Shawn Michaels speed. You know what's funny is my friend he compared Drew McIntyre to Diesel. He was all like, you know what, Chase, Drew McIntyre, he's fine, but he's more like Diesel. And I started laughing when he said that. So when you said that, man, that's pretty funny. I'm doing well, George. You're great. Thank you for asking, man. Am I watching WWE these days? Really, to be honest, Critical. I check out the pay-per-views for sure. The takeovers and SmackDown. I'll watch like a clip of Raw every so often, but nah, not really. Like my wrestling watching really is just AEW every Wednesday night, Friday night SmackDown, but I don't even watch it on Friday. I kind of just watch it on Saturday or Sunday, and it's mostly in the background. I kind of just watch it for Reigns and whatever Reigns is doing, and then pay-per-views and everything like that. It's just like sometimes it's good to not watch too much professional wrestling, like take a break from everything and stuff like that. So for me personally, I think it's best when you do that, when you like because you can get burned out from watching too much professional wrestling and you kind of lose the joy of watching wrestling. So it's nice when you can kind of take a break from watching wrestling and you can go ahead and watch something else or maybe watch different form of wrestling. The problem is it's not like back in the day where if like you were tired of WWE style, you could go to TNA and you get a new style. Nowadays, it's like every company's the same. Every company has the same style, so it's hard for you to really like get into it. Like New Japan, I keep up with New Japan stuff, but I'm not watching New Japan religiously like I used to. Just mainly because like one, the time zones that they release it at is just not in my time zone thing, and then two, I pretty much get spoiled about it on Twitter anyways before I can even watch it. So I have just no interest in going back to watching it. So it's good to take a break, but I'm watching it, but not as much as I should, not as much as I used to. Yeah. What's up, Chase? Did you watch NXT Wednesday tonight? I did. I thought it was a pretty solid show. Yeah, Cool Kicks is right. Smash that like button. We have 14 human beings in here and only 3 likes. Let's get 10 likes. Let's go. Thoughts on Amir's hatred for Sasuke? Man, I think I'll save that for when me and Amir do a podcast. How about that, Jog on King? I'll ask him that when he can defend himself, man. When he can defend himself. Is Seth Rollins overrated? Depends on what you look at. Like in terms of being a main eventer, yeah, he's overrated. Because like, let's be real, the guy doesn't really draw ratings for the company. He doesn't bring new fans in. You know, he's kind of a little bit overrated in that aspect. But if you're talking about as an in-ring performer, he's not overrated. He's pretty good as an in-ring performer. I think Seth Rollins is a good in-ring performer. But if you're talking about like being a main eventer, yeah, he's overrated. Like he's not a main eventer. Like Seth Rollins is not Roman Reigns, you know, like he's not like that guy to carry the company and do good things for it. You know, he's more of just, you know, he is what he is. So that's why for me, man, like Seth Rollins, he's good, but like he's not like bad in the ring. It's just as a main eventer, he's pretty bad. So who's next for Kamaru Usman? Usman wants street Jesus, dog. He wants to fight Jorge Masvidal for that easy paycheck. I don't blame him, man. Usman versus Izzy. Who takes it? Is he right? Oh, dude. See, the thing with Usman is that he's fighting like Gaethje now. He's fighting to the Trevor Whitman react, 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 react. Izzy is going to not fall for that stuff. Izzy has a longer reach than Usman, and one thing Usman's still not doing is checking leg kicks. So yeah, Izzy's going to beat Usman, man. Easy work for Izzy Adesanya. He's going to go ahead and beat him. So yeah, man, I got Izzy, man. Do you believe AEW should pull stuff like UFC or NXT back in the day and not have guys on every week so it can feel special? They can't really do that. It's so many people are so used to current what's it called? The current style, man. Like the current style. So it's too hard. They should, but I don't think it could happen. Especially because they're a newer company, so they need to rely on some of the names that were hyped up for so long. Thank you, Mike Blue T. I appreciate that, my friend. And Cool Kicks is right, guys. Read that message. It's free. The problem is too much pro wrestling companies. And like I said, man, all these companies are the same. Yeah, dude. Amir's pretty funny. He's a good guy to talk to, man. Shout out to Amir. Been saying that since 2004. About 14, about Seth Rollins. Roman Reigns greater than John Moxley, greater than Seth Rollins. Oh. Do you think Asuka versus Bianca Belair would make a good match? I can see Bianca having a decent run as Raw champion. Yeah, I think that would be a good match. Honestly, I'm fine with whatever route they go with Bianca Belair. I have high hopes with her. I think she's going to be a star regardless. I think, to be honest, I would rather have it that she fought Asuka than Sasha, and have the Sasha match be at a later date. You know what I'm saying? I think it'll be a good match, but we all know that Raw Women's title is Charlotte's belt. Like they're not going to give it to Bianca Belair. Usman versus Pre-USADA Hendricks. Oh, dude, what a fight that would be! Could you imagine, dude? Usman would get murked. Like he would just get murked by that right hand, dog. Johnny Hendricks with all his fucking steroids and his IV water with that right hand. Oh, 70% of that right hand would just kill. As a worker, he's at. Oh, I don't want to hear just Seth Rollins slander. No Seth Rollins slander in the Chase Oliver channel. No, it's okay. Y'all can like who you want to like, and y'all can hate who you want to hate. Thank you guys so much for giving some love to the video. Oh, whoops! I forgot to read this one. Sorry, Philip. What AEW wrestler you think would do better in WWE, and one wrestler you think would do better on AEW? I've answered this before, but I would say this: AEW wrestler better than WWE is MJF. WWE wrestler in AEW Seth Rollins. I just really saw Colby Covington's video of him doing the MAGA gimmick with some random chick. Yeah, it just doesn't work. Right? Like it just feels pathetic that he's still doing the MAGA stuff. Like he literally needs to, what's it called? He needs to go and be a liberal now. He needs to go and be liberal Colby and stuff like that. That would be hilarious where he just jump bandwagons off whoever's the president and stuff. Like, and then he just admits that he was wrong and he's nice to Usman at the press conference. Like, hey, Kamaru, it's great to meet you. And Usman's like, what the hell? You were just calling me Marty. Like, oh man, you know, it was all, you know, I was in a dark place, Kamaru. Like, here's some flowers, bud. Hey, we're gonna have a great fight. Like, I would laugh my ass off. I'll just be like, dude, he's playing mind games. Dude, Kamaru will be like, wait, this is like the first opponent giving me respect. Could you just imagine Covington? He's doing like at the press conference. Where's my Covington glasses, dog? I can't find my Covington glasses. There's Covington glasses. These are the Tony Ferguson / Kobe Covington glasses. Can you just imagine, dude? Covington's all like, yeah, man, and you know, I'm facing Kamaru Usman, and Kamaru Usman is the greatest welterweight of all time. Like, he broke my jaw last time, guys. This guy is no joke, and I gotta come in and I gotta be a much better fighter than I was before. I realized what I was doing was wrong, and my whole paycheck's going to Black Lives Matter. Like, could you just imagine? Could you just imagine? Kamaru Usman would be mind fucked, being like, "What the fuck?" And then, like, especially because Colby's like wanting to shake hands and be perfect. But no, instead he fucked up. Now he wants now he's still doing MAGA gimmick and it doesn't work because there's no Trump. There's no Trump to like be a part of. Izzy versus Conor at 170. Make Izzy cut height too. Izzy's gonna wreck Conor. Conor's no. Izzy's legit kickboxer. Yeah, the Fiend. He doesn't do shit. Roman making both Rollins and Mox look like mid carders, as he should. He was always the main eventer of the Shield. How big of a fan would it make if? How big of an what would it make for AEW for Conor to make an appearance? Oh, it'd be big. Are you kidding me? You get the biggest combat sports star in Conor McGregor. Let's be real here. Let's not get it twisted. Doesn't matter his record at the end of the day. Conor McGregor is still one of the biggest stars in UFC history, and now you get him in AEW. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. That's big. That's big time, man. That's big time. There's truth to no. We're not doing this. Doing an impersonation of Jorge Masvidal. I don't know. What does Jorge do? He goes like, man, uh, these beta fools, man, they think that like they know everything, but really they're just betas. They're just simps. I've been fighting my whole life for this, and I ain't gonna let you take food off my table just so that way you can become champion. Look, at the end of the day, my fists do the talking, and I'm gonna baptize that fool Usman. I took his nose on 6 days' notice. I'm gonna take his fucking face the next time we fight. I don't know. I don't know how to do Masvidal, dude. There's certain fighters I can't impersonate. So, which tag team division is more dead in WWE, men's or women's? Women's. I don't even think that's close. It's the women's division. How many times are you going to bury? Are you going to bury Bray? He probably has like 12 more burials, 10, 15 more burials. Hotter actress Gal Gadot. Oh, Gal Gadot. I love Elizabeth Olsen, but it's Gal Gadot. People saw it on the screen. No, Jason, Trump's got acquitted. I think he's still going to keep the MAGA gimmick. No, he has to move on, dude. It's time to move on and be liberal, loving Colby Covington, calling Marty Kamaru, just being nice to everyone, saying he's excited to face Leon Edwards for competition. Like, it'll be hilarious, man. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He just bandwagons off the gimmick, man. He just bandwagons off like whoever's in charge. And then if a Republican wins, he'd be like, I told you guys all of a sudden make America. You know what I'm saying? Everyone's like, what's wrong with this guy? If you could cast a wrestler in an MCU and DCU film, who would it be and who would they play? Oh, God. I would cast R-Truth as like a funny character. I don't know which comic characters they haven't used yet, but I think R-Truth is just generally funny. So, Adam Cole turn on Undisputed Era tonight. Your thoughts? I thought it was a good turn. Definitely shocking that he kicked Kyle O'Reilly. I just didn't like that they did it after Finn retains the world title. Like, Finn Balor just retains the World Heavyweight Championship of NXT, and then now you're making the focus on the Undisputed Era. Like, what do they have? I felt like this was more of just like, hey, we need to raise those NXT ratings. So they did it on TakeOver where they know most of the audience is watching, because that's when most of the people, these people that like to argue AEW versus NXT, most of these people are watching during, the takeovers. The takeovers are the main shows that all these people watch at. So that's the problem, man. It's just like they just decided to do this just out of the blue. So yeah. Colby needs Dan Lambert to help him write a new character. He broke up with Dan Lambert, though. Conor can make everything big. Oh, yeah, dude. Conor can make anyone big. Favorite Mortal Kombat character? Scorpion. Conor McGregor interacting with MJF would be cool if he made an appearance. Oh, yeah, that would be a good one. That'd be a good one. And especially because MJF, he can bring up the fact that Conor McGregor lost to a B, but at least Conor was in a real fight. Seth Rollins' return lackluster. What's with the Seth Rollins hate? You know, he came back to Burn It Down. That was weird. That was a weird choice. Why did he come back to like I like the I was liking this new theme, man. They gave him back Burn It Down, but I guess. You got to add a couple of my brother at the end line of the lines for Jorge. All right, I'll work on it, man. I'll work on my Jorge. I think my best impressions are Connor. No, I think my Nate. I think my Nate Diaz is real. My Nate and my Nick. I think Nate and Nick are my best MMA impressions. I think if I were to rate my own MMA impressions, it'd be Nate and Nick number one, Connor number two. Because see, the problem is with my Connor is the accent. When I hear Connor, the more I hear Connor talk, the better my impersonation is. Like that's when it's good and stuff like that. Like it's peak when it's like actually doing there. So Connor's like number three. My Dustin Poirier is pretty good just because he's a boring dude. So I can do Dustin Poirier and everything. I think my DC is pretty solid. My Covington is pretty solid. I get Covington's mannerisms more than his voice, to be honest. I know I shouldn't look into it as much, but I'm a little confused about the California COVID guidelines. Like, I felt like nothing's changed. Honestly, man, I couldn't even tell you about these guidelines, man. I feel like it's like a bunch of different rules. Yagan Keen horny, yeah, dude. Yagan Keen is he probably has been watching some Gal Gadot or something, man. Better character, Wonder Woman in DCAU or Captain America in MCU? Oh, Captain America. He has like 8 movies. Wonder Woman only has like 3. Undisputed is done to me. It's shocking. They were my favorite group. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see why did Adam Cole betray the Undisputed Era? Find out live on NXT this Wednesday on the USA Network. It's going to be interesting to see how that video package comes. But yeah, I'm kind of interested too, J Mac, in that. Want to see Karrion Kross versus Roman Reigns WrestleMania? That'd be pretty damn awesome. Which character would Conor McGregor, Nate Diaz, Khabib, and Jorge Masvidal play in the MCU so far? Conor would be like, I don't know. Conor would be like some fucking random ass villain, dude. Honestly, I don't know. Nate Diaz is like, dude, Nate Diaz would literally be like Daredevil or something. Some street freaking warrior. Khabib, Captain Marvel, and then Masvidal, maybe like the Hulk. I don't know. Those are terrible, but I don't know off the top of my head. What about Libertarian Colby, Green Party Colby, Centrist Colby? I can't do all that right now. Ready for Godzilla versus King Kong movie? Oh, you know it, man. The CFO thing. Yeah, dude. I thought they lost the CFO $19. Your Nick Diaz and Connor impressions are excellent. That's good. I'm glad you guys like that. I can only impersonation of Conor McGregor, Mike Tyson, and Stone Cold Steve Austin. Austin's hard, so that's good, man. I can't even do a good Austin. DC movies have been mediocre, man. Yeah, that's true. Did you see the what's it called? Snyder Cuts trailer? That shit looked balling, man. I was excited for that. I was super excited for that shit. So yeah. Better character, Naruto or Aang? I'm gonna go with Aang on this one, man, because like Naruto's character was kind of ruined because at first he wasn't the chosen one, and then all of a sudden he was a chosen one. I don't know. Are we gonna sit here and pretend George the Great that I can't do a Daniel Cormier? We're gonna sit here and pretend now. That's what we're gonna do. Oh, okay, George the Great. You're gonna sit here and tell me I can't do Daniel Cormier? Are we gonna pretend now? Are we pretending now? That's all I can really do. I can only really do his John Jones type of shit. Want to see Karrion Kross versus Roman Reigns at 38-39. Roman Reigns, Karrion Kross, better character. Well, why do you have to throw Seth Rollins in this? Seth Rollins did nothing. He's just man. Seth Rollins hate is real. Like for real, he did nothing. Like seriously. Our question pertaining to future. Since the old Chargers stadium is gone, will San Diego ever get a new stadium? I don't think so, man. They would have to first get a major team. They're blowing up Qualcomm. Rest in peace, Murphy / Qualcomm. They're blowing it up. But I don't know. They would have to get a new team. They would have to be a team that they want to invest in. I mean, because they built that new stadium for the Padres. So they already built Petco Park. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting for sure. So yeah, let's go eat bat soup with my Chinese. What? From what I understand, they can use CFO themes, but they have to pay them for each use or something. Oh wow. Hey, good for CFO making that dollar sign. Thoughts on Kaguya? Kind of a lame villain if you think about it, man. Please, no questions. What questions about Seth Rollins or what? Thoughts on Ryzen from Yu Yu Hakusho? Who the fuck is Ryzen, dog? Is this some random? You talk about Razor? Is that the guy that can go small? Let me Google this, man. Dude, I don't even know. Ryzen images Yu Yu Hakusho. Oh, Yusuke's dad. Why didn't you just say Yusuke's dad? I don't know his fucking full name. He's all right. He's kind of annoying. I don't know his name like that. Connor would be low key since he's playing games with his opponents, in my opinion. Oh, that's good. That's a good one. Why is Dana having a hard time booking welterweight? Habib versus Leon Scott, who's ducking. Wait, Habib? Leon Scott, what are you talking about? I don't know. That's funny. Habib and Leon Scott. Connor would make Hawkeye a main eventer if he played him. That's true. That's true. Didn't Dana say John Jones versus winner or Stipe and Ngannou? Apparently now John Jones is not getting paid enough. So John Jones is now he's now being more difficult than ever, according to Uncle Dana. So we'll have to wait and see on that one, man. How did Ariel and Dana beef started? Dude, that's a great question. Um, let's see. It kind of started, I think the genesis of it was the Diaz and GSP fight because that was the first time Dana literally was pissed at Ariel Hawani, where Ariel was all like, Nick, question here. What's up, homie? Uh, let's face it, Ariel. You just want to ask why he wasn't here and antagonize him. That's what you do. I know, bud. I know. And he was kind of upset with like Ariel at that point. And I think Ariel kind of like he didn't do himself any favors at Fox because let's be real here, man. Like Ariel Hawani can spin the story all he wants. He's a good guy and everything, hardworking journalist. I'm not going to take that away from him. But Dana White really gave him a lot of opportunities. And I feel like with Ariel Hawani is that he didn't make it clear to Dana White how he wanted to do things. And I think Dana White didn't make it clear to Ariel how Fox wants to do things. So I think, Dana White pushing so hard to sign Ariel Hawani to Fox, having this guy saying, no, he's like our big guy for MMA journalism. Like there's no MMA journalism without him. And, for Ariel to do what he did at Fox, where he, disregarded a lot of rules and was not being really transparent with them, that has to rub Uncle Dana or the wrong way a little bit. Like I said, it's probably miscommunication on both human beings' ends. I'm not going to blame on one person, but you got to admit, if you're Dana White, you kind of have a justifiable reason why you're kind of upset. Here, you give this guy this opportunity, and he's kind of fucking it up. And not only that, now you're getting in trouble. So now more guys you suggest won't get in trouble, won't be there anymore. And then not only that, it just feels like Ariel wants to take shots at Dana White as much as he can. And it just comes off as like, dog, like literally he helped make your career too. As much as you worked your ass off to get where you are, Dana White helped you as well, man. And so you doing these petty little shots, it ain't going to do anything for you in the long run. You know what I'm saying? Like all it's going to do is just create more animosity. And I think at Dana White, he would be fine with Ariel if Ariel just did like a simple apology. Like that's the thing. I think it's just that Ariel won't like in Dana White's mind, Ariel Hawani is afraid to admit that he's wrong. And the thing is, both Dana and Ariel are driven, hardworking individuals. They have very similar personalities when it comes to certain things. And Dana's an instigator in himself because he's a promoter. He's not just some random dude. So, he just feels like Ariel doesn't want to admit he's wrong. Dana feels like he can admit himself when he's wrong, but when's the first time we've seen Dana? No, actually, Dana White has admitted when he's wrong on fighters, but not on other shit. So that's why I just feel like I feel like if Ariel just didn't instigate more and just said like, hey, you know what, Dana, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have reported that thing on Brock Lesnar. Can we talk? Dana will actually listen. Dana will actually sit down and talk with Ariel Hawani. But I just think that there's just that level of trust is not there. That's why Brett Okamoto, he loves this, man. He got a job because of it, man. Heck, Ariel can't talk to anyone that's managed by Ali. Like, that's how you know it's bad. When Ali literally told this guy, and ESPN won't even stand up for him on that. So, but yeah, no, Ariel just sometimes he's a good guy. He's a hard worker. I'm not going to take that away from that human being. He definitely did his job, but he needed to learn. Sometimes you need to learn when to shut up, man. Like that's just the rule. Like it might not be the best, but sometimes you just need to shut up, man. How the hell was WWE going to make Lars Sullivan and Brock Lesnar feud work? Was that like a plan, or are you just asking? Are you asking me how they were going to make it work? Because I don't know how I would make it work. I don't even book that. Like Lars Sullivan stunk. He was so bad. He made Care Bear look like Kurt Angle. That's how bad Lars Sullivan was. He stunk. He was absolutely garbage. I didn't understand the appeal of this guy. I was like, who is this loser? Like, I know for real, who is this guy? He sucks. So I don't know. I don't know how Lars Sullivan and Brock Lesnar feud work because I want to book it. I want to do it. City doesn't want to make a stadium, and the big corp don't want to do it in San Diego. What a bigger market. Yeah, exactly. And San Diego, it's a transplant city. Like San Diego, there is people who are loyal San Diegoans and have grown up there and stuff. But a lot of times, if you ask a lot of people where they're from, they're not from San Diego. And the people that do live in San Diego for long, they want to keep moving up north. That's just how California is. Once you're in a certain area for so long in California, you want to leave that area. Unless you're in a good spot in LA, then you're kind of chilling there. Yeah, yeah. J-Mac saved me there, man. He carried my ass on that question. My bad. No Naruto questions. Oh, I don't know. Jock and Keen always ask these anime questions out of nowhere. Here, Vince McMahon try getting John Moxley back. WWE Roman Reigns think could be greatest feud of all. At least you didn't throw Seth Rollins on the bus on this one, so I'll give you a pass on that. How will Conor McGregor react to Thanos? Who the fuck is that guy? Get the fuck out of the way and drink some proper number 12. You wouldn't give a fuck. Conor McGregor wouldn't be as scared of no Thanos. Well, before I forget, check out Slat Rock Wrestling. They just did an update on the Stalker Mail situation I mentioned the other day. Oh, okay. Yeah, check out Slat Rock Wrestling. Put the link. Shemaya versus Leon Edler is I was talking about. Oh, you said Habib. I was so confused. I was like, what? No, Shemaya got is still suffering some lingering effects from COVID and stuff. Honest thoughts on Ariel Helwani? Hardworking dude, man. Honestly, very hardworking dude. He did what he needed to do to become a journalist. Do I agree with every approach that he took? No, not really. But at the end of the day, all respects to the man. He's made a successful career. And no matter how many people he's pissed off or bridges that he's burned, he's still where he's at, man. And you gotta appreciate that. So I appreciate Ariel Helwani. I just don't agree with him half the time. What's up, John? How you doing, my friend? Even to this day, Dana and Ariel hate each other with a passion. Dude, if we don't get like a Dana and Ariel amateur boxing fight, I'll be so disappointed. I would love to see that. Thoughts on Eli Drake? You mean LA Knights? How dare you call him by his old name? Eli Drake is a very, very good performer, very talented, and I think he'll be fine in what's it called? Thanks, Koo, for coming. By the way, it was nice. I met Koo Kicks. Check out his channel. I think I'll be on maybe 1-2 videos on his channel. I definitely I was definitely a star in his videos. You know, no, I'm just kidding. I wasn't. I was only in a couple scenes. But yeah, check out Koo Kicks, man. It was cool actually seeing what this guy does in person because I saw him in person actually do what he does, and I watch his channel mainly because he helps me with sneaker content. He helps me with sneaker news and everything like that. And it was crazy to actually see what this guy does behind the scenes. I was like, dude, this guy really be hustling behind the scenes like this. So very, very cool guy. Thank you, Koo, for coming in, man. Thoughts on Hiei versus Makuru fight? What is this? Hiei versus Makuru, man. You gotta stop asking about later. See, I'm gonna be honest, Jogging King. I didn't watch any later Yu Yu Hakusho, man. After the Senshui shit, I checked out. I was good. The Makuru fight. What is this? What is this? You know, I'm just gonna do this right here. I'm just gonna do this just for Jogging King and stuff because I don't know what this is. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and add a stream, I guess I could say. Do I do this right here? Do I do this? What happens? No, nothing's happening. There's no having issues. I'm having issues. I don't know what to do. Oh yeah, I did share. So share, share screen, Chrome tab, this, hit share. Like, what is this? I don't know what this is, dog. I don't know what this is. I've never seen this episode of Yu Yu Hakusho. Uh, I don't know what this is. So it looks good, but I've never seen it. I'm being dead honest. I haven't seen the last season of Yu Yu Hakusho, man. Everyone, he pisses off a lot of fires. Yeah, he does, man. I'm sure you Strike Day were dreading the watching the main event take over tonight. I actually like the main event. I just thought his loserweight comment was funny. Loserweight. What is the dumbest, funniest wrestling rumor you've ever heard? God, oh, dude, I gotta think about that. Actually, that's actually a good question. I gotta think about that. Thoughts on Spider-Man PS4? The remaster is better. That's all I gotta say, man. Hotter actress, Scarlett Johansson or Elizabeth Olsen? Oh, that's tough, man. That's tough. Oh man, that's tough. Hmm. Hmm. I'll go with Johansson. What was your confession? Sometimes I miss these questions, guys. So I do apologize, man. It's hard to get a PS5. Oh yeah, dude. I have one. See, I'll show you guys right here. I have a PS5 right here. See, PS5 right there. Confirmed. Confirmed. Chase Oliver has PS5. And if you guys are willing to pay me, no, I'm just kidding. I play it for myself, man. San Francisco or San Diego, which city is better in your opinion? Oh, dude, that's a hard fucking question. That's a really good question, actually. I've been to both. I was born in San Diego, lived in San Diego for a bit. I visited San Francisco a lot of times, and it's a fun city, dude. Like, because I'm from Los Angeles too, so and I go to Vegas too pretty often. So it's like those are like we live in a lot of great city. Like being in California, you can go to a lot, and you can go to Phoenix pretty easily too. Um, I would say San Francisco for me personally. I like San Diego, but the thing with San Diego is that yes, it's a nice city. Yes, the beaches are nice and everything, but I live in Los Angeles. I live in Malibu. We have enough of those beaches too. Like not Malibu. I live by Malibu area. I can kind of get the feeling of San Diego by going to Malibu, by going to like certain areas in Los Angeles that feel like San Diego and stuff like that. San Francisco is kind of like a different atmosphere, you know. It's more up north. It has like more like woodland areas than you think. Like it's definitely not like just like a city. And Chinatown is freaking awesome in San Francisco. Like I love going to Chinatown, just the environment and everything. So for me personally, I love San Francisco, man. What metropolitan area is worthy of an NFL or NBA team? Mexico City. It's not even close. That should be getting an NBA team anytime soon, man. All right, what's the next question? Did Usman versus Burns go how you thought? Or I was also really impressed with Alexa Grasso. Alexa Grasso was awesome in her fight with Macy Barber and stuff like that. But for me, Usman versus Burns kind of went the way that I thought it would go. Kind of. Not 100%, kind of. I felt Usman was going to beat Burns. 100%. I didn't think Usman would outstrike Burns. That's what surprised me. But it kind of went in the way that I thought that Burns would kind of blow up in the first round and then Usman would take advantage. But I didn't think Usman would jab him to death. I thought Usman would just wrestle him to death. LA Knight. Yeah. I heard they're defected in public in San Francisco. Oh. What's up, Moal? Knowing that Usman beat the top fighters in his division, who's he going to fight next? He called out Masvidal, and it seems like they'll go down that route. I mean, it's hard to argue 1.3 million pay-per-view buys. As much as you don't want to see it, or if you complain about it, it's like, you know, they did draw a lot of pay-per-views for the company, so it's kind of hard not to deny that. What is Gamebred's path for victory against Usman in a rematch? Honestly, he should just go for a flying knee. He needs to go for something crazy in the beginning. Uh, I feel like Gamebred should really take the approach and kind of look at what Gilbert Burns did right against Usman and kind of focusing on Usman's legs first. Like you gotta realize when you're fighting Kamaru Usman, it's going to be a sprint no matter what. It's going to be a marathon no matter what. Like you can't go in and think, all right, I'm going to go in and knock out this guy. It's not going to happen that way. So I feel like what Jorge Masvidal needs to do is he needs to go ahead and you go ahead and do the last kick, like the leg kicks and stuff like that. Care Bear blood infection. What thought? Oh, what the fuck? Oh, dang, that sucks. Get better soon, Care Bear. Did you say one time you watched the last season on Twitter DM saying you didn't like it in another tournament with the Three Kings saga of Yu Yu Hakusho? I read the last season. I don't think I watched it. I read the last King season. Like I didn't watch like the actual fights to be honest, man. Like I just watched. I think I watched Yusuke telling that one old girl that he was gonna kill everyone, and then she said you're a monster, you're a demon, or something like that. Then I watched Yusuke versus that long-haired fuck and that was a pretty solid fight. And then I watched Yusuke got back together. So that's all I really remember from the final season. Hiei versus Makuro, I have no memory of that fight at all. I don't even remember what Kurama was doing that season, man. My Seth Rollins comment. What was your Seth Rollins comment? I'm not going to scroll all the way up, man. Sorry. I just forgot. I forgot, man. How big are the Diaz brothers in California? Oh, they're bigger than you think they are. Like that's the thing people don't understand. Like the Diaz brothers, they're big in California. Like at least especially like they're big. They're big deals in California. Like I wouldn't say they're like mega stars like LeBron, AD, or anything like that. But you best believe if there's a card in California, the Diaz army is going to show up, man. And the Diaz army is just like Diaz is popular from casual fans, dude. I can't tell you how many casual fans that I talk to, like on DMs and everything, were saying that, like, oh, freaking Nate should fight Usman for the belt. I'm being dead serious. People want Nate to fight for the belt, dude. But yeah, no, they're big in California. Very probably more popular than Uriah Faber, I would say, when it comes to. And Uriah Faber at one point was popular in California. Like people love Uriah Faber, man. It's hard to get a Switch because it's outselling the PS5 and Xbox Series. Well, I have a Switch too. Final question: favorite finisher? Oh God, my favorite finisher? That's hard. Fuck. What is my favorite submission finisher is the crossface when Benoit used to do it. My favorite finisher though. Hmm. Hmm. That's a great question. I know the crossface is my favorite submission finisher. That never changes. But my actual favorite finisher, probably like the choke slam back when Undertaker and Kane would actually finish fools with the choke slam. That's probably my favorite finisher. Power bombs too, like any form of a bomb. Actually I would say the spear. I tend to lean towards liking wrestlers who do the spear. Moose, Lashley, Reigns. So I would say probably the spear nowadays, but back in the day, for sure, like a choke slam or a Batista bomb or something like that. And my submission finisher has never changed. I've always liked the crossface. The crossface is always my finish, man. I traveled up to Northern California. You truly feel like a fish out of water. Yeah, dude, it's another state. I tell people all the time, if you live in Southern California, you go to Northern California, it's like going to another state, man. It's a different state. Most underrated finisher, most overrated. Oh, most overrated. I think we can say easily Canadian Destroyer. Most underrated, I would say the Brainbuster. I think that doesn't get too much love of how much of a finisher that could be. My bad. I heard they split shit in public in San Francisco. What? They don't do that. Usman about that money and don't give a fuck about the division. Who deserves a title shot next? Colby probably deserves a title shot, but he isn't a draw. Yeah, no, he ain't no draw. How can Conor McGregor beat Dustin Poirier and Habib? Poirier's pretty simple. Don't try to finish Poirier in 2 rounds. Actually play the long game like he did with Diaz. Focus on checking the leg kicks and also maybe surprising Poirier with a little bit of wrestling of your own. Probably go back to that karate style. Habib, it's kind of like a hard thing because with Habib, you need to really be like focused on just getting better at jiu-jitsu. I don't think Connor can beat Habib, honestly. It's just one of those things where I think it's kind of like a hard thing for him because the thing with Connor is that once he gets on his back, the dude just doesn't know. Like some, and it happens with a lot of fighters. Some fighters just don't feel comfortable in certain positions, and Connor just doesn't feel comfortable on his back. I've been to Sacramento a couple times. One was for a school trip, and one was for a wedding. I can't really say too much about the city, but it smells nice in Sacramento. I don't know what it is. The air in Sacramento is so nice, man. I've been to San Jose. San Jose is a nice little city. I think it's a nice little city, being it's close to San Francisco. But I think San Jose is a nice city, and that's pretty much it for Northern California. I'm pretty sure there's other, obviously, like the mountains and everything, like all the snowy places. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, is it better? Maybe I'll check it out. I don't know. I'm too busy watching. I'm too busy watching Attack on Titan season 4 over and over again. Seth Rollins burned my crops, slept my life, curbs on my mother, and called my kids pet. Oh, really? Well, Philip M6, are you gonna take that line down, or are you're gonna do something about it, man? Because you got to do something about it. So many people consider Nate UFC GOAT. Yeah, no, he's pretty big, dude. Like people, like literally, I'm not even kidding you. When I would talk to my friends about last night's card, a lot of people were like, "Oh, dude, Usman should fight Nate." I'm like, "What the fuck are y'all talking about, Nate Diaz?" Like, are we pretending now, John Jones? Like, where is this Shayna Baszler hate coming from now? I like her theme song. I'll say, Alyssa, what do you think about Shayna Baszler's theme song, though? That's a good theme song. He's not surprised by that. Okay. Best and worst thing about Vince McMahon. The best is how this guy is still living after all these years. The worst thing is his mind. So that means you love Edge? What? Who says I love Edge? No, I said I tend to. I'm not saying Edge is one of my favorites. Do you think WWE will build Roman Reigns versus Edge spear versus spear type match? Yeah, they should. That sounds like fun. I don't know. For me personally, that sounds like fun. How would Okada go into Impact and or AEW crew means when they asked him what he wanted to do? So Okada, Matt here, Nick. So we just wanted to say welcome. We're best friends. You know, I'm not putting over anyone. You know, you kind of should. Nope. I win every title. Impact, AEW, one night. Me and Kota Ibushi unite the bots. I mean, we should kind of just let him that. I don't think Kenny really cares. He's more interested in getting better at Turbo Fighter 2. Yeah, I guess you're right, Nick. That's what would happen. I don't know. I honestly don't know, dude. Hopefully, he just gets all the belts. More comments. Was Silver versus Sonny the best UFC fight ever? That's my favorite fight ever, not the best ever. I would say Robbie versus Rory kind of takes that fight over and stuff like that. Oh, and Dan Harrison and Shogun, that's another great fight as Jogging King. That was a great fight. That fight was crazy, man. I still can't believe that they didn't give Dan Henderson a 10-8 round. You know what I'm saying? But I'm surprised they didn't stop that fight too. But yeah, I know that fight is crazy, man. Those two were just killing each other most of the fight. Dude, their chins were gone at that point too. Imagine if Nate ever won a belt. LOL. Imagine the circus. Oh, dude. I was pulling for Nate to beat Benson Henderson, man. I heard Sacramento is somewhat country, but not like Bakersfield. Yeah, it's pretty country. I would say it's a nicer Bakersfield. Spear versus Spear works better with Roman versus Goldberg. That's true. Do you watch martial arts anime? If you give me good ones, I'll watch it. Dan Henderson versus Shogun was crazy. Yeah, man. It was a good fight. Do you see Belair as a heel or face? Oh, honestly, I see her best potential as a heel. I feel like the EST type of stuff could definitely get like the thing is like I could see her, especially like it because she could cut a good promo because she just talks naturally, and that's good for her. But I just feel like the more you hear, like, I'm the bestest, I'm the fastest, like that sounds like such a good heel promo, with the S at the end. You're just like, who is this person saying she's the EST? What's that even mean? And then you just hear saying bestest, fastest. And I can already see WWE doing like that video package where they make her voice sound like a demon, like bestest, fastest, strongest. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's why to me, I feel like the potential for her and where she would be a star is as a heel, but I can see why they would push her as a face. But I think that the EST stuff works better as a heel. I feel like with the as a face character, she needs to change it, man. She needs to change it. Oh yeah, dude. Joanna versus Whaley. Whoo! That fight, I've watched that fight so many times, man. We've been blessed with some good fights too. Like one time, I went on I opened up some Modelo Especial Brute Bordeaux with the Fighting Spirit, and I drank some Modelo Especial, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna watch some good fights, and I went from Kelvin Gastelum to Israel Adesanya to Colby versus Usman to Whaley versus Joanna. Whoo! By the third Modelo, I was chilling, dog. I was chilling. That was such a fun day, man. Like just three awesome fights back to back. That 5 rounders too. So if Edge beat Roman, retires Universal Championship, not prestigious because only hold by couple men. Why would he retire the belt? What do you mean couple men? Brock, Finn, Seth, Goldberg, The Fiend. Yeah, I guess that's only a couple men, huh? What was the most devastating MMA loss for you? A fight where you were emotionally invested in and naive. Oh man, the most devastating for me. I would have to say probably Chuck Liddell versus Rampage, man. Because like I was, I liked Pride. I watched Pride. Don't get me wrong. I was more of a UFC guy, so it's kind of like that, territorial thing. Here's this guy coming in. This is Chuck Liddell's house. How good is this guy? And just seeing one of my favorites just get absolutely obliterated by Rampage. Like the Anderson Silva versus Rich Franklin fight, I was upset, but I became a Silva fan later on. Rampage, I hated for quite some time, dude. Like I was cheering for Forrest Griffin to beat his ass. Like I hated Rampage Jackson for a good minute because I was like, how dare he did this to Chuck Liddell? Like I hated Rampage. It wasn't until the Rashad Evans fight that I started to like Rampage because Rashad pissed me off too. I was pissed at Rashad. How dare you do that to Chuck? But yeah, no, like Chuck Liddell, man, that fight was definitely the one where I was legit heated and upset because I literally thought Liddell would come in, be trademark Chuck Liddell. I said Rampage, he's gonna tire himself out in the first 2 rounds. Chuck Liddell is gonna beat him up afterwards, and just seeing Liddell get knocked the fuck out just pissed me off, man. So yeah, that definitely is a fight that I got pissed off on. And then also Weidman and Silva, just because I was a huge Silva fan and stuff. Dude, I wanted him as lightweight champion, dog. If only he was in better shape at that time. Baki the Grappler is great. I have not heard of Kengan Asura. I'm pretty sure I fucked that up, dude. Ed should bring back World Heavyweight Championship. No, listen, Universal. Let's keep it. Let's stop bringing back all these old belts. Let's just keep the current belts. Yeah, no, Roman Reigns is the best heel, man. I think Bianca's gonna turn heel on Sasha. Actually, should. Like I said, I think that EST thing just works better as a heel gimmick. Thoughts on John Cena versus Edge versus Edge build up and match? The build up was random. What was even the build up to that? Like Edge won the Money in the Bank or was in the Money in the Bank match? What was the build up? What did Edge do? Oh yeah, no, Edge beat Foley at Mania. Cena beat Triple H at Mania. So for whatever reason, they did a triple threat. I don't even remember the build that much. The match is fine. Match is really fine, actually. Good match. Other than that, that's all I can remember, man. UFC 259. Woo! Better Saga Chapter Black or Cell Saga? I'm gonna have to pull the old who knows this saga type of shit. Cell Saga, man. Come on, let's be real. Gohan finally goes Super Saiyan 2. Yeah. Still real to me, damn it. It's all fun and games till your favorite fighter loses. Yeah, dude, seriously, man. Because you just think those guys are. It's like the thing is with your favorite fighters, you think these guys are invincible. You know what I'm saying? Like you literally think these guys can't lose, and then when they lose, you're upset and you're sad. You're like, dude, what the heck? You're supposed to be the man. You're supposed to be the greatest, and you're over here getting knocked out. Like it hurts, man. It definitely hurts. It definitely hurts. Dustin Poirier is on my hit list for KOing Conor McGregor. Oh yeah, I know, right? Dude, like think about that, man. Like how much more fun of a year this would be if Conor McGregor would have won. Like now we're looking at this year, we're like, Conor lost. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a weak year. Like we all thought for sure Conor wasn't gonna lose, but Conor lost. It sucks. Really does, man. Really does. You know, Seth Rollins fits very well to Universal title because of I'm tired of this Seth Rollins slander. I'm tired of it. Hurts my feelings. I like Seth Rollins. Do you think WWE is going to allow fans in the next WrestleMania? Oh, well, it's in Dallas. So, Mo, I think they will just because Dallas is crazy, man. Jerry Jones don't care. Make me money, Vince. I think there's fans at this WrestleMania, next WrestleMania, and the WrestleMania after that for sure. You begin to favorites as the real life superheroes. What you feel about Rampage is Usman to me. Hopefully he doesn't finish. Wait, is it because he beat who did Usman beat to get you mad, George? I'm curious. Was it Tyron Woodley? Was it someone else? I don't know. I just want to know and stuff. If it was Tyron Woodley or something. I didn't know you hate Usman. That's crazy. Is it Jorge? But yeah, no, that's crazy. Yeah, no, I hated Rampage for a good man. Like everyone be like, oh, I'm like Rampage sucks. Like I would literally just be like, Rampage sucks, man. Yeah, I was a big mark for Chuck Liddell. GSP, I kind of hated during the time just because I just got annoyed that people were saying he was better than Anderson, which wasn't the case. So Triple H should have stayed as a heel in '06, becoming easy. What are we doing now? That would have been hilarious, man. That would have been sensibly greater than Cell. There's no denying it, but people still watch more Cell Saga than Chapter Black. What is Schleck Daddy saying in his SmackDown review? The rating slayer. Yeah, no more. No more. No more Seth Rollins slander. Oh my god. God, why are you guys so mean to Seth Rollins? Come on, guys. Falling out of love and I'm done with you. Falling out of love and I'm done with you. Yeah, you wanna love and I'm boom and I'm going with you. Busting on and I'm falling in love and I'm done with you. I don't even know what he's trying to sing here, man. All right, we're gonna wrap up soon. I just want to hear Georgia Great's response to which fighter made him mad at Usman and stuff like that. And then afterwards, I'm gonna what's it called? I'm gonna go watch Attack on Titan season 4, man. All right, let me do this real quick. My friend's trying to get into crypto, but I forgot my crypto password and stuff like that. All right, let's see. UFC's gonna suck at Conor Nate. Tony Maxwell keep losing. Care Bear. We're not doing this. We're not doing this. Seth. You know what, guys? We're gonna have to have a Seth Rollins guys. Who's ready for a Seth Rollins appreciation stream? Because I feel like we need a Seth Rollins appreciation stream. I feel like it needs to happen, man. I miss Chael Sonnen. He was pure entertainment. Yeah, man, he was great, dude. But what is this? What did I deserve to have a Seth Rollins slant? I thought we were all being nice to Seth right now. You know what? Guys, for 5 minutes, let's be nice to Seth Rollins. Let's appreciate Seth freaking Rollins. All right. Boo doo doo doo. Do, 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 do. What is it? No, that's not Seth Rollins. No, we gotta appreciate. Oh, the Jorge loss. Yeah. Oh, really? That's cool, man. That's cool. That's good that you started getting into MMA. So is that Uncle Dan knows what to talk about, man. Derek, that's true, man. That's your Whoa! Seth Rollins appreciation, not slander. Man, y'all just slandering my boy. Why? What do you what did Seth Rollins do to y'all? Yeah, I did, but now I'm back in. I'm back in on the Seth Rollins train. I just said that he's no longer a main eventer. There's a difference. There's a difference, my friend. No longer main eventer, but he's very entertaining. I like Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins is meme material. No, Seth Rollins is a great man. How dare y'all? Y'all just hate him, man. All right, I gotta figure out this thing right here. All right, feel like we're good for tonight. I feel like I'm happy with how this stream turned out, especially with the new microphone right here, the new camera. Expect more edited content too coming to the channel. I'm gonna definitely try my hardest to push out that content and definitely do something. And yeah, you guys keep showing the support. We're gonna still do Q&As, of course. Of course, we're gonna still do Q&As every time, man. So you know what? When will the next Q&A be, though, guys? I feel like I'm feeling. Let's see. Let me think of my schedule real quick. I feel like Wednesday will be a good Q&A. Wednesday will be for the Q&A. So next Wednesday, come in with some cool, fresh questions. Tell everyone about it, and we're gonna do a Q&A. Maybe I'll actually schedule the broadcast too, so that way we have something. Anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Enjoy your Sunday night. Have a good one. Peace.